Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019, here with Bassett Football Club and trying to take them to the top of the Premier League, but we're still stuck here in Vanera National League. But we are doing our best to make that happen, to take them to Premier League, that is here at Rawslowgaming. But being that said, doing that very raw and slow for you guys. And let's see here. So he wants first team football and he ain't going to get it really. And let's see here. I will say that like so. And we'll just say to him that we are the boss, and that he have no say really, which is a little bit harsh but still true. Next game coming up here is the FA Trophy against Billy away, so that will be a pretty tough game because Billy is one of the best teams in our league, so definitely a bad draw there for us in the draw that was a while ago, because we haven't I can't remember when we saw it, and yeah, here we have a centre back that apparently would be good. We don't really need another centre back. That much at least, and not to the wages that this player probably would request, but we can scout him nonetheless. And we'll work toward the next game that are quite far away, and we'll see here. I will not comment as usually on the transfer rumors. And while we are doing this, do remember to smash that like button if you enjoy the content. And sorry for a little bit of hesitation there. I know what to say. Just trying to sort it in the right order, so to say. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button as well if you want to, of course, so you don't miss out on any of the episodes that we bring to you here daily at Rawslowgaming. And with that said, let's continue here with the game and moving forward and trying to get our game together, really, so to say. So we should be actually sort of looking at maybe bringing in some loan players, but we can't really because we have used up all our at least long-term loans that we can for the season, and I don't really want to bother with short-term loans. It's just a bit of a mess, really. And I'd rather try to develop the players that we have, and the best way to do so is to get promoted. So it's really a kind of hard game to play and to get there, so to say, since we aren't really that competitive, especially without the loan players. We would be probably not at all in the same position that we are in the league as we are now. So our players are not really up to par for being in the next division. So we will have to heavily rely on loan players in Skybet League 2. But we'll of course try to bring in new players then as well. But we'll see what happens. And now we're apparently as well on the date that always takes forever to load here in Football Manager, or to process. Don't know quite why still, but it must be something about the rolling seasons over somewhere else or something like that. And we'll try to have a little bit of a faster episode or shorter episode. That is what I mean this time around than last time around, since we had to set up quite many things with our assistant manager getting not fired, but taking a job as a manager at the rival club, which meant that we had to do a few things ourselves and set up the settings for our assistant manager that we hired a new one for, of course, and set up his responsibilities and things like that. So that's why that was sort of a messy episode, but it was a good episode because we managed to win 2 matches in a row and are starting to have a pretty good form here in the league at least, so that's very nice. And sorry for that, my voice acting up a little bit because of that, because I've been a little sick and maybe still are a tiny little bit, so it's a little bit hard sometimes to speak 100% properly or in a good flow, and can get some things like that. And our first pre-match tactical advice from, or just said as new assistant manager Philip Smart, have been completed here, and nothing special at all with any of our tactics really, but he has some concerns for fitness on quite a few players that are lacking match fitness, and yeah, I have some concern about that as well, because there is some setting that we are missing that are making our under 23s to make that we are not managers at first team players in need match or promptness to be available for first team. Yeah, this is maybe what should have been ticked. Yeah, we'll see if that changes thing and we'll get that option back that we need. Training last week 7.57, so that's pretty alright. So let's see here if we have any real improvements here anywhere. No, nothing really to note. Stuart having a very bad training week, but improving pretty well actually. And yeah, not having bad, actually improving for the first time in around a year actually, but improving on quite many or not the levels, attributes. So that's good, and he's been developing quite steadily since we have had him. Unfortunately, he's not going to last really, because we have gotten better players, but yeah, they are not really getting that much better than him either, but they are in a way, and the real thing there is Stuart's what's it called? I'm looking for a word here and I'm losing it. Stuart's capacity, or not capacity, ability, or future ability, or something like that. I'm totally losing the word, but yeah, he's not likely to be better than our current players. That's really what I'm trying to say. And our backup keeper leaves the club, so we'll put in our third backup keeper, Hodges, that Ward were signed to replace, and we signed Bear to replace Ward. All players in good condition, so no trouble there, and the same for those on the bench. So we'll continue our game here, and I guess if we don't get the option to send any of our players to the under 23s for match sharpness, I guess we'll have to send them to the under 18s. That's really how it got to be, which is bad really, because our under 18s is our youth players, and we want our youth players to develop properly, and sure, it can be good, I guess, in some way, maybe to have the senior squad play with them a little bit, but mostly it will mean that a lot of youth players won't get a chance, since we'll be using senior squad players instead to play league matches, so to say, for in the youth league. And here in the match, unfortunately, Billy Kay take the lead here in the 9th minute, and it's a goal for Billy Kay, unfortunately. So let's look on the replay here again, and a shot there that I think maybe our keeper should have saved. It looked like he had a good chance there anyway to do just that. Next highlight here in the 17th minute. The ball up to Adloy. Adloy driving it forward and shooting, and just over the bar there. So yeah, we're not really expecting to win this match. And speaking of that, almost another goal for Billy Kay here in the 20th minute. But not the case, and the goal kick here from Barrett, and unfortunately Billy Kay wins the ball back straight away, and the cross is in, but Barrett showing safe hands there and running out and saving the ball. And he kicking the ball out again and again, and the ball comes straight back to Billy Kay. And a shot from quite long outside, and safe hands yet again by Barrett, and highlight finally over, but a few minutes later and another highlight is here, and this time it looks to be for us. So that's good at least, but unfortunately the through pass or the long pass there were intercepted by Billy Kay, and they come back on a counter-attack, and it's a goal here for Billy Kay, and the scoreline now 0-2 for Bassett versus Billy Kay. And yeah, we are not winning this match as things seems. So it will be a little bit of a struggle, definitely, or actually a lot of a struggle to come back in this match. But we'll do our best as always, which is shouting in best case to make some difference. But yeah, I don't think I will really bother with that this time around. I don't really care too much in the FA Trophy, especially when we're meeting one of the top contenders in the first round. FA Trophy is only for teams in the National League or below, so this is a match where we should have a really good chance, considering it's the first round. But yeah, not when meeting Billy Kay. We can beat Billy Kay, of course, but it's hard. Anyway, so the scoreline after one half is 0-2 for Bassett versus Billy Kay. Shots 2-10, shots on target 0-7, possession 53%-47%. And yeah, overall bad performance, I feel, and a bad team analysis. And yeah, pretty bad here. Nothing. We have a couple of players at 6.2, but not more than that. And we'll tell a few players here that we are not happy with their performance. Players that were at 6.2. I don't think we had any players at 6.3, but otherwise that's usually players that I criticize as well, just to try and keep the players going and to get motivated. I know it's not especially low like that, but it's still low and underperforming. They started 6.7. 6.7 is quite neutral, I think, actually. So anything above that is good, anything below that is bad. So at 6.3 I think that's enough to start criticizing them. And around the same thing for training, as you well know how I'm criticizing. And yeah, we had the first highlight of the second half there in the match for Billy Kay. And we do have another highlight going on here. It looks like it will be for us this time. So the ball with Iverson passes back to Haynes, passes to Akinola, and he passes to Charles, to De Havilland, to Ponticelli, playing it wide to Oyebode, and Oyebode with the cross towards Iverson to De Havilland. De Havilland totally free, and it's a goal here for Bath City, and we have made a reduction here in the 49th minute. 1-2 for Bath City versus Billy Kay, and got to say, this was some darn impressive play actually. Very well played from the get-go, and a very good finish there by De Havilland. So really proud of that play by the team. And yeah, I think De Havilland and especially De Havilland maybe have almost as many goals as Adloy and Ponticelli. Because yeah, Ponticelli and Adloy are not really scoring that many goals that they should, I feel at least. But probably they are scoring decent enough of goals, but not enough. And another goal, and again, guess who? De Havilland. So 2 goals for him, and it's all equal here now, actually in the 62nd minute, and I were starting to think about making some substitutions, but no, I'm not quite sure, and I'm certain that I won't know who to sub out, so actually we'll maybe wait a little bit with making changes here. But we are having a few players that are getting very tired, or not very tired, but getting to a tired state. So actually I think I know a little bit of what I will do. So I think we'll switch Iverson here, even though he have had a good game and 1 assist. We could switch Oyebode as well, of course, but he's a real good player. So Iverson for Gray is not much of a loss in terms of quality of players. And Stewart, Oliver, yeah, the rest is a loss of quality really. So that's the only change we do. And Oyebode, and it's another goal here for Bath City, and the scoreline is now 3-2 after 71 minutes for Bath City versus Billy Kay. And what a goal there by Oyebode, and great cross there by Charles. And yeah, as I said in the beginning, and when Billy Kay had the lead 2-0, I didn't expect, or still I ain't expecting to win this match at all. But we are leading it. But Billy Kay there with a shot straight at the top post, or top bar is a better word for it. And yeah, we should be making some substitutions now, at least maybe, to bring some fresh feet on the pitch, even though they will be worse players. They still will be fresh. So Barrett with the ball, safe hands there, and we'll wait for this highlight to play out first before we make any decisions. And Billy Kay are through, and they make a goal now, and the scoreline is all equal again here in the 81st minute, 3-3 for Bath City versus Billy Kay. And we'll skip this actually and make a sub or 2 here. So Oyebode being really tired, and Akinola actually having a pretty bad game, so, and have a yellow card. So we'll put in Tavares. He will get his chance here, and maybe we'll put in. I kind of wanted to switch here in the midfield, so I will do that. Charles having a good there. I think we'll put in Stewart instead of Charles. I kind of would like to switch out Oyebode, but then I want to do it with O'Connor, and we don't have him on the bench. So 5 minutes of extra time, And here is a highlight in the 90th minute, and it's Billy Kay, and it's the goal for Billy Kay here, unfortunately. And the scoreline now 3-4 for Bassett versus Billy Kay. And yeah, I didn't expect to win, but this have certainly been a very exciting game so far, and we still have 5 minutes of extra time to go, so much can still happen, I guess. And 2 minutes to go now, and waiting for the final whistle, and this will probably be for the final whistle, but maybe we can get in with a chance. No, unfortunately not, I guess. And there is the final whistle, so the final scoreline 3-4 for Bassett versus Billy Kay. Shots 7-26, shots on target 5-16, possession 54-46%. So yeah, an exciting game, as said. Really think we should have not done better. It's not the word I were going to say, but what was on the way still. But yeah, our defenders should have done better, I guess. It's the true story, especially Bolton having a really low rating there. I guess, but also their defense are not having the greatest of rating either. So, but yeah, I can't say too much there. Actually, a very expected result, but boy, what a match it was there! Actually, very exciting. And yeah, we are out in the first round. Not unexpected at all, as said. And we'll praise de Havilland here for his performance. And let's actually take a look here on National League. Yeah, he's done 5 goals, so nothing too crazy actually, but it's still quite many goals for a central midfielder for just over 20 matches. So we'll continue here towards the next match, and it will be against Cheltenham as an away team, and they are, we'll see that very shortly, but I think they are one of the top teams in the league. So currently operating at a decent national level, I'll say here. Yeah, so don't really think we want to be bothering with make him an offer or trying to sign him. We'll acknowledge that, and let's see here. We'll discard this one, all here so far. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll discard this one as well. The costs are ridiculous, of course. And scouting, actually, let's go in here. I think we kind of selected the wrong package here, so let's see here. We should be having this one. Yeah, and we should be having this one. That's the option we should be going with. That's really what we can afford. Because we need packages both for youth and seniors, at least in my opinion. And as I'm the manager whose opinions counts, yeah, mine. So that's really how it is. And Cheltenham are 7th in the league, so yeah, one of the top teams in the league, so to say. Anyway, guys, you that are watching, are you playing Football Manager? And if you are, how are you playing it? You're playing it anyway similar that I'm doing, or are you playing it some in some other way, or how are you doing, and what do you think of the format that we are doing and everything like that? Leave a comment in the video, and I'll read everything. I'm very curious on what you think of the format, and also how you are playing the game yourself. So Haywood here, Ben Haywood, player from not really from ourselves, but but don't know actually. Yeah, we signed in for 80 euros, so more or less from our own squad, so to say, or own. Never mind, I don't know what I wanted to say there, really. Anyway, let's see here if we have anything special. We should praise de Havilland for his form, so let's do that. And Luke Ray could be a key player, but yeah, for that he needs to improve, not get worse. And yeah, we have quite many days here till the next match, so we'll keep continuing on here pretty fast towards that match day. And Akinola are happy to stay at the club, so that's good. And Brighton want to take Hutchinson for a try here, and sure, we don't really see any prospect in him, so I can have a look at him if they want, that's fine. And we want to definitely accept current vision and negotiate a new contract. We want 3 years, and let's see here, current 4.2k. We want to increase the wage as much as possible, so we are as expensive as possible to get rid of. Is really what we're trying to do here. Why does it jump to 4.8? I don't need 4.8. I need 4.2 like I have. 4.2? Alright. So 4.2 for 2.5 more years. That's alright. Let's see here. I will not really comment here, or we'll say good to him, and or rather we'll say that we are very good with the re-election, since they did give us a new deal, obviously, so that's good. We'll just say that we're going places, and that is what we believe. And we'll see if we need to discuss issue with O'Connor. Not really, so that's good. And O'Connor is, of course, not maybe a key player, but first team player definitely, if we didn't have Oyebode on a loan. So that's really why he is not getting the playing time that he maybe wants. But yeah, we don't know if we will be able to loan Oyebode again, so that's I guess it's sort of a non-issue, hopefully, as well. And yet another training week to end at 7.84, so that's pretty darn good, for sure. And I know it's been a long time since I praised any of our players here for training, so let's do that. And do you have any new suggestions? No, not really. Schultz get improvement, or not improvement, but praise. De Havilland. And Jordan. And Tavares. Øyebode. Let's praise Iverson as well. We'll praise Oliver, last person to be praised. We can't criticize Stuart. And we'll continue here to the match. So let's praise the training of this player, I guess. I think that we maybe should do that more for our youth players that might have a beneficial rating, I guess. And we'll try to do that. Do that more, is what I mean. Let's see here. And I don't really know where this player came from, but we are scouting Yates, but certainly seems like a player that we could be interested in. For sure. But this is a little bit alarming though. But we'll keep scouting and see if we can't get more information on Yates here. We got some pre-match tactical advice to get stuck in. We will not do that because I don't like that. And according to the bookmakers here, we are definitely underdog for the match against Cheltenham. And we'll continue to the match against the just said Cheltenham. And let's see here. We'll discard that and that one and the last option as well for our scout reports. And we'll yet again take a little look actually on staff and responsibilities on the 23 team manager around these friendly matches. Sure. Chat friendly every week, please. And receive training emails, yeah. Yeah. Manager. Right, so let's unpick that. Actually, let's see here. So we should switch here. Here is what we should switch, maybe. Assistant manager. Yeah, alright. Team manager arranges friendly matches. Yeah. Now we can arrange friendly if no fixture during the week. And receive training emails for under, yeah. So let's try that and see if that works more to how we want the settings to be. And let's go through team selection and let's see here. So our players are still in good condition and we all have the best players on the pitch. And yeah, so let's just go to the match and let's actually take a little bit look on how we're playing. So we play wide and focusing on Øyebode, that's fine, but our mid is actually a little bit stronger, so let's actually change to that and play a little bit narrow. So we'll go with that, we'll proceed to match. Play straight off and hope for a good match here, and we'll see when we get the first highlight and I'll speak then again. Or I may speak a little bit before that, you never know. Depends on when the first highlight comes, which it came right here. So First highlight in the 15th minute. Snapping up a kind of a loose ball, the ball up to De Havilland, passing to Adelaide wide here, and he passes back to De Havilland free and shoots straight at the post, I do believe, or saved there, and managed to be cleared by Charles with a free kick just outside the post there. Unfortunately, a little bit more wide than I would like. And not too much happening here so far in this game, and yeah, are soon closing in here on the end of the first half. And here we do have another highlight first, Barrett with a goal kick, and Alloy managing to win that ball, and he shoots, and it's a goal here for Bath City in the 42nd minute, and a great goal, and just before the end of the first half. So perfect timing, and yeah, poor attempt there by McDonald to try and head it. A strange miss there, really. Things like that aren't really happening in real football. Or is it? I don't actually know, so I shouldn't say things like that too much, but I don't think I've seen it myself. But I guess everything happens from time to time. Anyway, that's the end of the first half, and the scoreline 1-0 for Bath City versus Cheltenham. Shots 3-2, shots on target 2-1, possession 51-49%, and overall positive team analysis, which is nice. And overall, looking good on all our players actually, and I don't really want to do any change or anything like that. And I think the team is a little bit stronger playing when we were playing quite narrow and focusing play down through the middle. Because as I said, overall we are strong in the middle in all all parts of the team. Alloy with a second chance, and he hits the top bar there, and the rebound out to Iverson, and the ball is out to Schultz and to Oyebade here on the right hand side, and getting this possessed, and the highlight is over there. Yeah, but as I said, we are strong in the center defenders, center midfield. Sure, strikers aren't too bad, but all our wingers all the way is pretty weak, to be honest. So that's the reasoning behind that. The Havilland having a yellow card, so we'll put in Stewart there instead, just to make sure that nothing bad happens here. All our defenders doing really well, so don't want to put in Tavares in. Strikers doing reasonably well, but Oyebade not having the greatest of game and a little bit tired, so we'll put Gray in instead of him. And be happy with those substitutions, and hopefully that will work throughout the remaining of the match here. So next highlight here in the 77th minute, Ponzillo with the ball, passing it up to Adloy versus keeper here again, and the keeper saves unfortunately, and the ball out to a corner. And here comes the corner from Stewart, and cleared easily, but he will get a second chance, but no highlight there. And we have a little bit over 13 minutes to go, or around 30 minutes to go here. And another highlight here with a bad pass by us, unfortunately, and a chance for Cheltenham in the 80th minute here, but a good save there by Barrett. And over a little bit less than 10 minutes to go now, 5.5 minutes actually now, before full time, and then we have extra time, of course. But we do have a highlight here going on, and we have a goal kick from Cheltenham, and Cheltenham taking control of the ball, and a long ball up behind our defense, and they managed to hit the post there and out for a corner. So very dangerous stuff here by Cheltenham, and the corner is in here and headed straight into our keeper's hand, so that's good at least. And the highlights keep coming here, so we are having another highlight here in the 89th minute, and it's again for Cheltenham pushing hard and again hitting the post there and cleared by our players. So we'll go to very defensive here for the last few minutes. Only 3 minutes of extra time, thankfully. But I highlight here first in the 91st minute, and Iverson there with a shot that were just over the bar. So we should be fine. Last thing that happened here, a corner from Cheltenham, and the final whistle is here. So the scoreline after full time is 1-0 for Bassett versus Cheltenham. Shots 9-13, shots on target 6-6, and position 49 to 51%. So overall, a really great game there for us, I'd say. We have one bad performer in Iverson, but other than that, a really great game. And yeah, 2 very exciting games here in this episode, I would say. So, very exciting episode. And let's check out the league table here then after that match. So, still 6th in the league, now only 7 points off from the league leader, so not too bad. And we are 5 points clear of being outside the promotion, not the promotion, yeah, the promotion playoff, or the playoffs, is just what you can be happy with to say. And yeah, that will be everything for this episode, so remember to smash that like button if you have enjoyed it, and also if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.